let's talk about
sex.
Yeah,
baby.
Let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things.
That may be.
Hey.
Let's talk about it.
All right.
Is it sex? Is it sex?
It is sex.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh. Damn it.
So I came across an article. It's not really an article. It's more like a thread of a lot of like questions and answers, like just people asking for advice and stuff. But the thing that ties it all together is this headline. Quote, I fear my girlfriend will think I'm creepy if I tell her what I really want in bed.
Why?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Apparently there's a lot of men. There's a lot of men that agree with this because like it's literally just stories. That
Yeah, he said some shit that I was like, what? But
Well, I think because girls like.
it was his primal. Like,
No. Well, just one of the problemos with girls is they're like, you can tell.
girls don't have any
You
problems.
can tell me anything. Trust me, I'm so fucking accepting.
Or they're like,
First thing you say, they're like, what? Oh my god, it's disgusting.
Do I do that?
Everyone's like that.
or also they added where like, oh, I'm nastier than the guy, and I'm like, nah.
Impossible. Impossible.
guys are pretty.
I met a few nasty girls.
So maybe those are the ones.
Yeah.
Joe finds
Joe's hogging him over there.
You guys don't know, man. Nasty exists. Nasty exists.
Are you okay? You want to talk about it?
I mean, I believe they do. They're just I think overall.
Okay, I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Enlighten me.
Here's the first example. We'll go through as many as we can. But the first one is a 50-year-old man.
That's already creepy because he's old.
Is it? Damn, I don't want to be 50 and be
He was
creepy.
probably holding it in his heart. So think of him as a younger guy.
No, I think stereotypically though, when a young, good-looking guy does a certain thing, it's not as creepy as an old guy doing the same thing.
With man grease.
Of course.
True. So we only get creepier and creepier as we get older.
Looking, nasty old man.
Once if he's old and 50 and he's like,
Hot, like a silver fox.
no, just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna hold back anymore.
That's dope.
True.
He's probably gonna be pretty happy.
Because when you're young, you're probably like, maybe now you're not confident enough to say it.
Yeah.
But when you're older, you're like, I'm gonna die tomorrow.
I was nastier when I was young.
What?
Well, actually, I didn't get my ass eaten, so never mind.
Yeah, I think you're getting nastier as we
I'm
speak.
getting nasty.
Like currently.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
This 50-year-old man, he got divorced, and it's been 4 years since the divorce.
What a creep.
And he started dating someone new, and this person's also, you know, like older as well.
That's good.
And one of his main problems from his marriage was that he never got to explore his sexual curiosity. And that sexual curiosity is being bi-curious.
Why is that creepy?
That's not even creepy.
You called it. No, nobody called it creepy here.
No one's calling it creepy.
No, the guys are.
No, the article's
He
name,
feels
though.
it. The man himself feels it's creepy.
Oh.
He's like,
think that's
he doesn't want to be viewed differently by his partner.
That sucks.
No, but you said that guys were agreeing that it was creepy.
No. Guys are agreeing with the
general
fact that they
topic.
can't express their true desires in bed.
So a lot of people feel suppressed.
Yeah.
Yes. Like there's this pressure on men to like not really express too much.
Dude, there's girls out there that wish that their boyfriend was bi.
Like if Bart came out and he said, "Hey, I want to try with the guy or whatever," because I love Bart so much, I'd be like, "Let's try."
What if I came out and it was really hard for me to come out? I'm like, I kind of want to try with the girl. Would you be like, I love you so much. I know how brave you are. That's such a brave thing for you to say. I'll do it.
I'm gonna take that joke as he's not calling me a girl. And he wants
I'm just saying. I'm like,
I got.
I'm being
the
even
joke.
braver than what you're saying.
I got the joke.
What sucks though is
Thank you for being brave with me, babe, and trusting me with your secret. Too bad it's not gonna happen.
what sucks though is
What sucks?
I feel like whether you said that or not, you have to see how she is, his last partner.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know right now if I got with someone and then they were like, oh, I'm bi-curious, but I'm like, oh, but we're in a relationship, you know?
What does that
Oh,
mean?
because it breaks out of the whole like two people in a relationship.
Yeah.
You're
Well, but that's
introducing.
assuming that bi-curious means that they're gonna cheat on you.
Well, I mean, that's what he wanted to explore. He just doesn't want to state it.
Well, I think
No,
what he
I
wants to
think
do
so.
is do it together.
Yeah, yeah.
So he wants a threesome with another dude.
But then say she was like, no, I only want you, then he can never explore that.
Yeah.
But that's also a conversation where he's scared to even have the conversation.
Yeah, he doesn't even know how to address it. So like the problem with his marriage that he had for 20 years was that
Should have got with a freak.
he couldn't express that at all. And then after getting divorced, he found someone new that was more open-minded and more enthusiastic about sex. But even then,
It's
he
hard
doesn't
to-
know how to bring it up.
That's his fault.
Well, no, not really, because you have to fine.
Cool, because then you can feel out another person that's more open about sex, but even then, like, you can maybe have some feelers saying, oh, maybe.
I've been told by a girl, she's like, I wish you would suck another man's dick and fucking videotape that shit and send it to me.
But you have to. Shit. Good for you, man.
That's tight.
But like, you also have to keep in mind he's 50
You
years
have to
old.
vlog it?
God
Like-
damn it!
Wait, Gio.
Yo, speak.
That's a pretty big thing to just drop on us for not talking.
I know, but that was in the middle
They
of something.
expect Joe to go like this? Go ahead, sorry.
Forget it. That was funny.
50-year-olds are freakier.
No, but like when he was probably growing up, everything was probably. It's not as open as it is right now. You know.
He grew up in the
Being
70s.
gay- Yeah, but being gay wasn't open. I mean, wasn't acceptable.
Well, I think also when you're in that position, you feel like people would turn on you, right?
Absolutely.
Even if it's already, even if you're like out normally, like publicly already, and you're dating someone, a lot of times then you're like, do I tell them right away? Do I tell them down the line? If I tell them down the line later, are they gonna think that I was holding this from them the entire time?
Right, that you were lying to them this entire
Yeah.
time.
And that happened on Love Is Blind.
Hey, Joe, going back to you. Did you send her the picture?
No!
We got 6 minutes left. Joe, go.
It was a video.
Okay, did you send her the video?
No! But I'm saying, okay, like, the funny thing is, right? Okay, so he's already making an assumption how she might take this. But if you kind of knew the person that you were getting with, I feel like it's all about comfort and it's all about like being able to say whatever and it's not gonna blindside them.
Well, he's probably also ashamed of it himself.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like childhood and the way he's raised, like how you're saying, like growing up in the 70s.
Yeah, you guys are talking about after the fact. I'm talking about for all the people out there who want to get into a healthy relationship, you probably want, that's what the dating phase is for. And then that's kind of where I'm going with this guy is like before you got into your, I think he's married again, right?
He's in a new relationship, but not married.
Well, I think if it's a new relationship, that's when you have courage and you test your boundaries.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of dating is you're supposed to kind of lay it all out so you get a clear expectation of who you're getting with in the future.
Or also being married to someone for 20 years, I'm sure you would have at least tried to push the boundaries.
Yeah, but maybe he was in a happy, good, communicative like marriage for the last 19 years. Like you just don't know. Some people get trapped and they just get stuck in something that they don't want to be in, and it's like it could be like one of those super conservative religious situations, which a lot of my family members just got into things like that, and there's pressure from the church, pressure from everybody to just stay a certain way. I don't know, man. Like I don't know this guy's background, but I can kind of feel the pain that he's in. Like he can't be open. It's like probably one of the most trapping feelings to being in a relationship and you can't be completely yourself.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
And then that's when a lot of men turn to porn to kind of get their fix, but I feel like, it's just, but it only grows from there and the frustration grows from there. So like for someone, I feel like you're really forward with a lot of things that you want.
I ain't gonna suck no dick though.
Not yet.
progressive.
Not yet.
Unless there's money involved.
Then I'll do it too.
Gay for pay?
No, I just want $1 billion.
Like, what do I get out of this? Come on, man.
True.
You're telling him?
Yeah.
What do I get out of this? Come on.
I think Bart just wants to see what it feels like in his mouth.
Wait.
$1 billion, I'll let them jizz on my eyes and I'll open a little bit and I'll let it come inside and burn it. Oh, give him money.
I would do that for
Why would you do that?
I know. That's a lot of money.
He
$1 billion?
He wants to put it in your mouth. Stop it.
Why the eye?
Don't
What?
make it crazy, because he doesn't want to think of cum in his mouth. That's why. No,
Oh,
think
that's
of the-
way
You're being avoided.
Come burning my eyes? That's way
He wants
better.
to, do you want to come in someone's eyes or someone's mouth?
I don't care.
He's just
Shut
saying
the fuck
He's just
up.
saying how extreme he would go.
Yeah.
I know, but that's not. the
I'm-
other
I'm-
person's
He's not thinking about the other person.
I'm assuming this billionaire. I'm assuming this billionaire's a fucking freak already.
True. Would you let him?
For
would you
one
let-
blowjob for the straight man to give $1 billion when he could get it for free from anyone else.
Yeah, I know,
Would
right?
you let him butt fuck you and then come in your ass
For $1 billion?
for $1 billion?
Fuck fuck yeah, I'll dress up in the Uncle Sam outfit and let him butt fuck me.
Why is there like
Recorded, guys.
Why is there like the whole thing of
I'm
like
gonna find you a billionaire.
Dude, my Uncle Sam outfit's ready. I'll put that shit on. The fucking
And you have to scream, do the dancing.
do the dancing, do the dancing.
But why is it like getting butt fucked and then coming in the ass? You're not gonna be getting butt
Oh, I don't want
fucked.
pink eye though.
What?
They're gonna butt fuck me and then put it in my eye after?
No, we didn't say that.
Oh.
Why do you
Can,
put
we,
it in the eye?
can I hear some more creepy shit?
He's always volunteering his eyes.
You would totally get pink eye for $1 billion though.
Can I
Actually,
hear
I
more?
would. Never
What's a
mind, you're
creepier
right.
thing? That's
Okay, another story.
Poor guy though, man.
My girlfriend and I, both women in our early 20s, have been together for a few years now. We've talked about, I guess it's not just guys, actually, I just randomly scrolled through this one. Been together for a few years. We've talked about exploring non-monogamy in the past, but it's never actually come to much before now. My girlfriend and I are both working for the same company this summer, and we've both developed a crush on our coworker, Peter. This was
On the same coworker?
on the same coworker named Peter. This was a surprise to me, especially I haven't had feelings for a man in years. All three of us are good friends at work. We've both been flirting with him, my girlfriend more directly than me, and I think he's flirting back a bit, but it hasn't developed beyond that yet. Since we're new to non-monogamy, this isn't a scenario, I skipped ahead a couple of paragraphs. Since we're new to non-monogamy, this isn't a scenario we could have anticipated. I guess I'm wondering, what are our options? Do my girlfriend and I have incompatible dreams here? How do we get on the same page? Wait, what am I missing here now?
I thought they had the same dream.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm just trying to speed through it.
Sounds like a dream come true if you fell in love with the same guy.
Didn't we just cover a story like this like yesterday?
I don't know. It just sounds like all these people want to kind of like a pass card, you know? Like they just want to cheat a little bit. Like whether it's another guy or a girl.
Interesting.
It doesn't sound like a creepy thing that they want, that they're like, can my wife shit on my chest? You know what I mean? Like that is the challenge I wanted to hear.
And the way the whole room erupted with, yeah, we're fucking creepy. Like, I didn't think it was this. I wanted to hear your creepy shit.
Well, I'm not saying anymore if that's what creepy is.
Y'all, like, had a consensus.
Middle-aged man, married for 10 years to a woman the same age. We're financially stable. We don't have kids. Our marriage is great, and we rarely argue. We don't have health issues or stressful jobs. We have great conversations. Yada yada. Like most couples, we started with higher frequency, but over the last few years, it has become almost non-existent. We've gone as long as 8 months without. Holy shit! 8 months. Damn.
I know what that's like.
That's depressing. I gently bring up the issue every few months, and she always agrees that we can do better. We usually have sex once or twice after these conversations, then it's back to nothing. I suggest that we could do to keep what we could do to keep each other more excited, but she doesn't seem interested. When we do have sex, we always
Doesn't sound like the relationship has passion, dude.
Yeah, we make
Like,
out
no
for a
fight, don't do
while.
anything.
I get her off with my fingers, the missionary. That's it. I surprised her last year with a basic vibrator.
They get turned on by novel things too.
I think these people watch too much porn, maybe, and they want to make their porn dreams come true.
I mean, I wouldn't know. They're in their
This is a
50s and
middle-aged
40s?
person.
yeah. So like, I'm not that age, so I wouldn't know what it's like. You know?
True.
I have no idea, so I can't speak for them. But for me, it just sounds like people want more excitement. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear the shit like it was like I want my wife to fucking shit in my mouth.
That's wild.
That's the shit that I wanted to hear and hear what people would say.
But she could also be one of those person that just doesn't care for sex. There's people like that.
Like their low libido.
No, they're not even low libido. They just
Like, ace.
asexual. I think. Believe it.
I mean, he said at the beginning of the relationship they did have a lot of sex.
True. Let me ask you guys this, and this is fuck this article. For a couple that got together, both interested when you first get together, not we. Just hypothetically, right?
Sure, Case.
Just call them
Couple.
Casey and
Your
Tiff.
friend.
Right, my friend.
Asking for a friend.
Your friend Casey and Kith. I know.
So you're having normal sex, and then say one of them decides that they want to do something more exciting to push the boundaries and to reignite even more passion, whereas the other person kind of wants less sex. All right. What happens then, in your opinion?
Can I fuck somebody else, please?
That's the solution?
Robot. Those robot dolls.
Robot dolls.
Well, it depends on why you got into that relationship with that person.
Right.
Because I think, for example, if you're in a marriage, you want a family, you want to build, it's just a whole different set of priorities. It's like, when I'm young or if I'm single, I'm just thinking about my dick, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, if you're trying to bust out kids and then she's got a lot of things on her plate and like, it's kind of like, well, you have to create a good sexual environment too, because she might just be low libido because she's stressed out taking care of all these fucking babies all day, you know? Like, and it's like, well, it's your fault you're not a billionaire when you have this fucking massive staff that can take care of all the kids, and she could stay like fucking Melania and shit, and then you can bang the hell out of her all day.
That's what I was gonna say too. Same thing. It depends. You have to ask why. Why are they like that? Like, why does she want it that way? Why does he want it that way?
And if you wanted to stay with someone and just fuck them all day for the rest of your life, you guys should have probably stayed like just healthy and no kids, and like the sacrifices you have to make to having what you want out of it, you know?
And you have to work at it.
Yeah, you gotta work at it.
Because I think with these stories here, it seems like people change over time, obviously, right? And it's like them coping with that change, and it seems like no one really has an answer other than
Well, because it's hard work.
you have to keep identifying what you
Well, people do change every 10 years though, like mentally and just personality wise.
I
So
think it's just you gotta have a conversation, keep it open all the time. Like as you change, you should communicate that you're changing and how your needs might change.
Assuming that you know that you can change, that you've changed.
Yeah, I mean that's why like you try to bring it up. If you notice your partner has changed, bring that up. As long as you guys keep talking, I think that's the better
true,
answer.
because change doesn't come overnight. Like you don't wake up one day and say, hey, you know what? The other day I was just trying to fuck a gecko, and I really want to fuck a gecko now. Like,
Have you ever had that thought? Because are you just pulling that out of your ass? Because that's so specific.
no, like I don't know. Like if I was if I had that thought, right? Like let's say I was at the zoo and I was like looking at a fucking Komodo dragon, and I'm like, damn, that tongue look hot, right? And then like I might share that thought immediately, and I think that's why I probably don't feel restrained, because I'm so impulsive to the point where I can't stop holding my thoughts back. So I have to share it with someone. It's usually someone next to me, which might be my significant other.
Or might be a pastor.
And I'll be like, damn, that's a fucking nice ass tongue, huh? And they're like, what would you do with that tongue? Fucking, I don't know, I'm curious about my dick on it. Or whatever, I'll say something stupid, right?
And everybody thinks he's kidding, but then he's not.
I test the boundaries, and then if I test, see how I act, how much I want it, and if it's worth it. I think that's when you repress something and you just keep obsessing about, like, let's say you're like, oh, I just want to kiss that dude so bad. You're like, he's so strong. I want to suck his dick and shit. And you hold it in for 10 years.
And then she's like, well, send me a video of it then. And you're like, I'm not actually going to do it.
No, but in this guy's case, the first guy's case, right? Like, he probably held it in for years. He's been thinking about fucking dudes.
That's true.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but it's just repressing. I think that's what it is.
So communication is what we need to communicate with our.
Because Bart does that shit too. He was like, dude, I wanted to just experience what it's like to grab a hard dick.
And I support that.
What about I want to grab soft titties? That's also just as brave.